Let's implement a web service in the safe language of JavaScript. I'll show you the server code in a moment, but first let's try using it out. It's a very simple interface to a kind of database where we can look up or add to the database. If we want to look up information about Alice, we can ask for her email, and we get that because Alice is in the database, or phone number also in the database. If we want to know Alice's secret, we cannot get it unless we type the super secret password here as administrator, and then we can find out that Alice's secret is clock tower. Or meanwhile, we can get information for Bob, and it's the same administrator password for Bob's secret information as well. If we try to, let's get rid of our secret there, let's look up Carol. Carol is not in the database, so lookup failed, but we could add Carol down here. Let's add Carol, whose email is c@x. Phone number 1234, and secret is potato. Okay, click add. Now Carol is added to my database. So in this very simple interface, I can back up, and now I'll try looking up Carol's email, and it is there after all. This web service is implemented here in server.js. It uses the HTTP package. Here's where I've set the administrator password, host and port number, localhost 8085. Let's skip over the database part, and you can see that the web server works by having this request listener. This function is called every time the server gets a request, and we can take that request and parse it and get its arguments. For example, whether lookup is requested or whether add is requested. And in the case of lookup, what sort of information is requested. That's going to be part of the form that we fill out in the web browser. And if it is secret that's being asked for, we'll check the admin password. Otherwise, if it's not secret, or if we do have the right admin password, we will return the HTML form here with the information that we looked up from the database. And so on. And here is the main form, and you can see it has the lookup, submit value, or the add value here. We create the server here and then listen. The database part is implemented very simply as a dictionary where we map Alice to an object that's also a dictionary that has email, phone, and secret inside, and Bob is in the initial directory as well. We want to keep things flexible here. Right now we have email and phone, but we'll probably add some more fields later. So we let lookup take any sort of info name, and it's going to find that info in the directory. And we could do that very conveniently in JavaScript by building up a directory lookup and then using dot followed by an info name, and it can be any info name. We're going to do that by building up a string here, building up a JavaScript expression that takes directory, looks for the name. Notice we have these quote marks that we're generating, so we're going to drop a string there that turns out to be quoted, but then we'll access the particular info as a field using dot here. And once we make that string, we can use a val to actually run that expression. So this keeps our info nice and flexible.